Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. We are just going to dive in. This is going to be for next week, so the week beginning the 23rd. So let's dive in. I'm going to do the sound bowl. You can skip ahead to your cards if you'd like to, but for those who want to take a deep breath with me, then do so. Okay. Let's get it. Let's go. Always starting off with oracles as usual. Let's see what's going on for the Virgos, please, Spirit. Anything they need to know, be aware of for the week ahead. Thank you. TikTok on the clock. Let's go. Okay, so usually this is when we're trying to control time, or it's only a matter of time before something happens. So I'm going to dive a bit deeper. What else for the Virgos? Got a couple of them here. Ooh, community and temple path. Oh, I love this. Okay, so you could be meeting new people around this time, or there's definitely something around being in a fated position. I just get this weird feeling in my belly that feels like extremely exciting. Even though I don't know what this is, so it could resonate with you, it just feels like something's meant for you. It just feels like you're about to come across a part of your path where you're going to meet a bunch of people, most likely, who are your soul tribe, or you're just exactly where you need to be, which is interesting. I wonder how that relates to TikTok. I'm going to dive into that when we go through the rest of the cards, but community seems important for you, so make sure that you're reaching out to others and getting to know people. It feels like there is something there that's going to benefit your journey in some way. Okay, and I wonder what. There could be 3 specific people. It doesn't have to be, but just remember, something very fated is going to happen during this part of your journey during this week. All right, let's get you a theme. What is the overall theme of this week for Virgos? Okay, getting clear on a plan. That's what I'm hearing here. So TikTok could be it's only a matter of time before something happens. 3 of Pentacles, again, could be collaboration. You could be meeting people who give you really good ideas around a project or a plan, or this week just feels like you're getting the foundation right for something, right? 3 of Pentacles usually can be career, but it could, of course, be your life, right? It's just focusing on the foundation of something. Queen of Swords feels like your energy. It feels like you guys are showing up again quite clear-headed, right? You know what you want and you're going to go after it. And the 3 of Pentacles is beautiful for that too. So I like it a lot. Okay. Do I want to clarify that? I'll think about it later if I feel called to it. But let's see your energy. How are you actually showing up? Oh my God, so many. We're going to take the one I saw first, which is the 9 of Pentacles. I love that, by the way. Ace of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. So this is very good for a lot of you, because 7 of Pentacles may mean that lately you've been feeling a little bit like, when am I going to, receive the rewards of all the things that I've been doing lately, right? You've been putting a lot of work and hours into something in your life, whether it's showing up for yourself or trying to be, I don't know, if it's, again, general reading, this could be work that you're doing on yourself, could be in a relationship, could be in a job, could be money, whatever it is for you. Clearly, you've been doing a lot of work towards something. Ace of Wands feels like you're going to be receiving an idea during this week that's going to kind of boost you in terms of, again, what you're going to have for yourself. A lot of you will be financially, okay, and in career. So that looks very good, especially for those who are self-employed or looking to do freelance or anything like that, or just looking towards having financial abundance and independence. So this looks very, very good. You're going to have an idea on how to better manage your money, or again, in how to grow or boost something. For sure. Okay, so it's a new passionate beginning. Love that. Okay, let's see what else. Sorry, the car's going in the background. But like, I don't know why I was letting them. My brain was getting distracted. Okay, let's see the energy of the week. Okay, we got the 10 of Swords and the Ace of Swords, which tells me a chapter is coming to a very, very abrupt close, but in a good way. The Ace of Swords is here, which is literally ending a new beginning, right? I'm going to clarify that. I forgot to clarify the other ones. 10 of Swords. Why is this the energy of the week? This feels like you're healing over an ending, okay, which can be a bit up and down with the 5 of Wands. If you and someone else kind of ended things in conflict, right? A lot of you got your egos involved. Maybe someone was being a little bit strategic or selfish, or again, a bit sneaky. The Hierophant being there, though, I do feel like some of you, that could be some reconciliation. Just for some, doesn't have to be for everyone. For others of you, again, you're healing from an ending in your life, something that was very painful for sure. Ace of Swords. And healing is a journey, by the way. Just remember that. It's not a point where you go, I'm healed. No, it's like something that kind of just strikes you after a while of a lot of inner work. The Ace of Swords and a Magician, so surrounded by a major arcana card. So I'm going to tell you that this is a very fated part of your life, which is interesting. For better, for worse, I'm hearing, which could be marriage. So Magician being here with the Ace of Swords. So you're healing from endings in your life, from painful endings, and you are ready to manifest from your truth. It feels like something is giving you clarity. And again, you are showing up as a Queen of Swords too, so you're just very clear. Church bells are going now. Very clear. Can I know what the Magician is about? It's really just about as above, so below. I think you're getting a clearer vision of what you can create. Justice, interesting. Which is also about truth and balance, right? And karma. Good karma is coming your way for sure. And you can see it. Hearing, you see it. So you guys are gaining justice over the past as well. For some of you, Six of Cups is on the bottom of the deck, which we already said. Over some difficult, painful endings, you are actually coming to a point where you're building some more harmony here over, again, you're learning how to balance the emotions around something is what I'm hearing. Anyways, Justice, Libra energy, Sagittarius as well. Virgo and Gemini, but Justice here in the Magician just feels like you're putting your sword up and you're speaking your truth. So you're entering a chapter of fairness, of karmic balance, and also could be some good contracts coming your way as well. Okay, I'm gonna put them like that. Ten of Swords is over, so Ace of Swords will be on the top. Okay, let's see, how are you showing up in the near future? Your energy. Star, gorgeous. I'm gonna cover her chest. The star is all about healing. It's also really good for community as well. So some of you will be in a spotlight. Remember, as I said here, some of you will be connecting a lot more to people around you, connecting to the world around you, giving back. By the way, this is a really good card for a charity. So if any of you feel called to give back to the world, this is a really beautiful card for that. And also healing on a soul level. So I'm going to clarify, of course. It's Aquarius energy. Let's see, why is the star? Virgo's energy in the future, Three of Pentacles, so again, community, but also on building something. I love this. Whatever you guys are planning and prepping right now or during this week, it looks so good. I just feel like something is successful. It looks very successful because remember, a star card is also wish fulfillment. So it just feels like, yeah, I'm seeing you setting a foundation of something, right? You're doing the planning work and making sure everything's fine. And as it rolls out, there's a lot of flow. Everything flows gracefully. The Empress, abundance. What is that to you? Let's see what is going on in your recent past. The Devil. We did have that. The Devil being there. Fears, right? Blockages in some way. Let's see. What does this represent? Because I wonder if that's to do. Yeah, where does the TikTok come in here? Again, every time I see that for your reading, keep saying it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Okay, why is the Devil in the recent past? The Knight of Wands. Someone who is a bit reckless, potentially. Maybe your own habits of being reckless, maybe. Why is the Devil? The Temperance. Okay, so this is, again, a very strong Sagittarius energy and Capricorn here. But this really, and maybe that's a time period from... What is that time period? Someone let me know in the comments. I think it's around November, December. Sagittarius. Yeah, November, December. Capricorn, December to January time frame. That's what you're healing from. It could be any time period, any year, should I say. But yeah, that seems to be specific. But yes, the Knight of Wands is a bit reckless at times, especially when paired with the Devil. I think some fears got in the way of your dreams and goals, and this is what you're also bringing harmony into as well. Anything specific about the Devil? Is it a person? King of Pentacles, so finances as well. So with finances and stability, right? The Devil can be responsibilities in Capricorn energy, like I said. So I feel like this coming through, it feels like you're getting a better relationship with finances. I think you were a bit reckless in the past for some of you, but you're amending that. You're learning about balance and moderation, right? Temperance is all about everything in moderation. King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. I think that this looks very good for growth in terms of your finances or in terms of your career, right? Again, especially if the devil energy was holding you back from being free to be passionate about your career, right? Sometimes money can be like that too, right? It becomes, and jobs, it becomes limiting. It's just to pay the rent, to pay the bills. And where is the time for fun or passions in your life? So that's something that I feel like you're changing and bringing harmony into. I'm just going to cover that because I don't know how specific YouTube's being about their policies. Okay. Of course, someone, it could have been recklessness around money, that you're dealing with someone like that in the past. But I think you're in such a clear mode right now that I don't think that that's anything around you anymore, right? All right, what's the challenges for Virgo during this week? Six of Cups, we already said that. It's past energy. Nostalgia, memories could be a bit challenging for you right now. What's the challenge for Virgo? The Knight of Pentacles. Steady flow, steady movement. Knight of Pentacles again could be like financial opportunities that you might be waiting for. Again, TikTok could represent that there. Taking the first step into something can sometimes be challenging, or learning new things can sometimes be challenging. But let's see, why is the Six of Cups here in a challenge position? Three of Cups, Seven of Swords. Some of you were in difficult situations where people betrayed you, for sure. Three of Cups is usually friendships, but some of you, this could be third party if it's an old connection. Six of Cups, Seven of Swords. Three of Cups. Why is this a challenge? The Ace of Swords. Look at that, jumping on top of the new community, by the way. Just saying, some of you might have some trust issues or some fears, okay? But again, as I said, you're entering your chapter of justice and balanced relationships. So I absolutely feel like any new people, any new communities coming away, these are the real deal. Your challenge is kind of like maybe being a bit suspicious, or maybe not wanting to let people into your life. Or again, some of you, it's past memories where someone was, deceptive. And the Ace of Swords coming through on top of the Temple Pot is so beautiful. Okay, anything else around the Six of Cups we need to be aware of? Why is this a challenge? The Eight of Wands. It's a challenge because I guess in a lot of ways, Spirit wants you to heal from that and move forward from it, because the Eight of Wands jumping again on top of the Temple Path and a new community, this is the direction to go in. So even if this is like a comfort zone, right, and you've been kind of just dabble-dabbling over here, if that's even an expression, just been dabbling in the same thing, then this is again kind of highlighting a bit of change coming away for sure. And it's a right change, the right direction. So that is very nice. Like that a lot. Anything else? What's with the Knight of Pentacles, please, Spirit? If I can pick up this deck. The Knight of Pentacles, why is this a challenge? Okay, some of you, it is about your relationship to money again, or, on your work, because Seven of Swords, again, can be a card of betrayal, but I feel like the challenge is not necessarily that. I think it's about moving forward with your career or with your finances. The Seven of Swords is just a little bit of maybe self-sabotage at times, because Eight of Pentacles says the work that you put into something comes back to you. Seven of Swords, though, I wonder, what is the Seven of Swords doing here? Queen of Cups. I think at times maybe you have the tendency to go against your own intuition, because Queen of Cups is highly intuitive and listens to her feelings and emotions and what she needs. Seven of Swords, again, kind of is like, in a way, in this way that I'm seeing it, I feel like it's more self-sabotage. Anything else? The Tower. Why is that here? The Lovers. And Ace of Wands. The Queen of Wands. I mean, of course, the Lovers and the Tower can be separation, but I'm not seeing that for everyone. I feel like mainly what this is about your choices. Remember how I said that. And I do think it's related to stability, finances, or career. Ace of Wands is a new passion idea. And maybe to choose this, you have to let something else come crumbling down, for example. So in a way, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like, I'm not sensing anything terrible here. The King of Wands, being more ambitious here. Seven of Pentacles. Needing to adapt when things are not working out, for example, so that things can keep growing. I think it's mainly just about looking at what you're putting your time and energy into here, and to make sure it's giving back, right? Because Seven of Swords, I mean, maybe there's someone in the workspace, again, that is a little bit sneaky here, but I just don't think that that's going to affect you. It's just a challenge because you're working on yourself. You're working on growing in life. So I really don't feel like anything can kind of like penetrate the shield that you've got going on there and what you're doing for yourself. I think you're very protected. Okay. Next, what's your advice? What's the advice, please? The Strength card, again, with that coming on top of that card is interesting. I'm going to put it here. Courage. Your advice is to be courageous. Your advice is to keep pushing. Your advice is to have strength. And Four of Wands is, again, connecting with community, going out, having fun. This is also a great card for reaching milestones, of course. But of course, in terms of advice for you, it's about, I guess, celebrating small wins, but also coming together with others. Four of Wands, advice. Page of Cups, yeah, extending your little heart out there. Four of Wands, advice, yeah, being a little bit more childlike in a lot of ways. Because, yeah, Queen of Swords, again, there's a lot of things that you're trying to make right in your life, especially because you have some sort of lack in your life right now, which we've seen. I feel like they want you to have some fun, be a bit more giddy, be more foolish in a good way, like be more childlike in a good way, have some fun is what I'm getting with that energy. And the Strength card being advice. Queen of Cups, again, listening to your intuition, understanding that it is a beautiful thing to have a big heart, even if at times some people take advantage of it. The Hierophant is interesting with the Queen of Cups, so that's like a strong dynamic because the Hierophant is marriage, by the way. So, and the Strength card in terms of love, if I'm going to go there, I'm going to look into love in a second. I think that paying attention to your feelings and emotions and your heart can actually strengthen a connection and expressing yourself, right? But of course, Strength, Hierophant, and Queen of Cups is all about strongly committing here to your feelings and to your intuition and what it's guiding you to do. So that could be another message for you. Let's then see your near future. The near future for Virgo. The Lovers. This keeps coming up, huh? Interesting. So why is the Lovers in the near future? Of course, it means that you're probably going to come across quite a major choice. Why is the Lovers here? In the near future, what is the Lovers doing here? Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so again, it could be some news in the workspace. The Lovers. Judgment. Truth, surrender, healing. Determination. Working on something for sure. Judgment is also like a level up, by the way. It's like forgiveness, it's understanding, it's, you know, getting to know people on a deeper level and kind of going to a higher level of relationship. If it's to do with love, if it's to do with your decision making, again, Eight of Pentacles says what you're putting your time and energy to comes back to you. So I would say you're making the right decisions. Knight of Swords and Judgment, again, is also about truth and clarity. So you're making right decisions in the future. I think you're gonna have to make a rushed decision or a rushed choice. It's like you're waiting for something, you're building on something and you're waiting. It's like, okay, TikTok, like it's only a matter of time and you can feel it. And then this choice comes up and it kind of comes up very quickly. So even though you've been expecting it, the way that it happens is very, very fast. Okay, then it's like, okay, now I put it out there, or now I need to take action on this. And it looks very good. Judgment is, again, a good card. Anything else for the Lovers? Anything I need to know? Four of Cups. Strength. I think it's, yeah, I see you getting an offer. Some of you, if you're single, it is an offer of love. I think it does take strength and courage to kind of accept something new and get out of your comfort zone. Okay? Even if it's not in terms of love, if it's in terms of career and money, then of course, again, like it's outside your comfort zone for sure. And a big part of you might want to reject it because, oh, maybe I'm not ready yet. Or, oh no, maybe I just changed my mind. But Spirit says you're ready. Oops, sorry. Okay, let's look at love for you. Love for Virgo during this week. Oof. Oh my God. Okay. Hierophant, Four of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the High Priestess. Someone may have had a bit of a secret or been doing their shadow work. They've been a bit stubborn or holding back in some way. And the Hanged Man and the Sun, which is beautiful. Why so many cards? So the Hanged Man does speak about a period of stagnancy in terms of love. So whether you've been single for a long time or in a relationship, things are kind of just same old, that's okay. The Sun is like a good thing. I think is an area of clarity and happiness coming in this area of your life after some time of where things may have been quite silent for a long time. So even if you, again, have been single and you're meeting someone who just lights up your life, right? You've been waiting for this type of person, for example, because Hanged Man is about looking at things through a different light. I feel like I see you upside down and you can see through people very easily, Virgo. So it's like, okay, when someone lights up that light in you, it means something. That's what I'm getting there. And then the High Priestess, King of Wands, I feel like a specific message for somebody. Of course, High Priest is about trusting in your intuition, but King of Wands can be a lot about desires and stuff like that. The Hierophant's marriage, Four of Pentacles. Someone might be a bit stubborn, holding back. Let's clarify this because I feel like I'm getting a mixture of messages for people about the stubbornness. The Lovers again. And Temperance. So that's about harmony. And the Two of Cups is about coming together with harmony, reconciling here. Okay. Nine of Swords, things that have been creating a lot of worries or panic for you. I think you're having a conversation with someone here, and I think that that's helping things move most likely because it's a balancing of Two Cups. Okay. And the Hierophant being clarified by the Fool is like a new leap of faith and commitment. And for the Hanged Man and the Sun, High Priestess, so she still plays a part here, is like trusting in your intuition when it comes down to soulmates, which we already knew. I already said that, so okay, that's cool. And let's look at career and finances for you. The Seven of Cups, a lot of options, guys. I think this is where things are a bit uncertain for you, or a bit unclear. Page of Wands, I see an announcement coming through. Five of Wands, like a competitive, okay, there's a competitive industry or a competitive, you get news about something, but it's like kind of competitive in that area. So the Seven of Cups is like, oh, like, I don't know, I got mixed feelings about it. Nine of Pentacles. A lot of you are very, like, kind of, Virgos are made for being, like, working on their own for sure. But Five of Swords, okay, so that's a bit of a disappointment or conflict card. I think you're moving away from any drama and you're moving towards much more calmer times in your career. Especially financially. Nine of Pentacles is again financial freedom, so I do see that's really good for a lot of you. Page of Wands, Five of Wands is a bit of gossip in the workspace, or was, and the Five of Swords again is you walking away or falling out with some people and probably choosing to focus on your own energy in work, which you're doing great, by the way. The Nine of Pentacles is beautiful. As I said earlier, that's how you're showing up during this week, that you're really just concerned about yourself and your life and what's going on around you. Did that just come back out again? Similar cards though. Page of Wands again, gossip. Nine of Swords, someone's probably in a workspace. You've been a bit very worried about things here. Five of Cups, I wonder if you're worried about what if everything goes wrong, or maybe you have dealt with disappointments here and heartache in the workspace. So the Nine of Pentacles, can I ask that for advice? Like, what's the advice for the Seven of Cups? Ace of Swords, get clear. Get clear, know your truth, know what you want, get clear where you want to go in terms of your career, finances, because that's going to be the thing that helps you out a lot, okay? It's more about your independence, not caring about what other people think per se. I think that's not going to do you any favors. I think it's about your truth, which is what we've been saying here as well. Okay, my angels, so I love you. Thank you for spending time with me today. If you enjoyed the reading, then make sure you give the video a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section how this resonates for you. And if it did, and subscribe if you've not already, all right, because that would mean the world to me, and I'd love to have you here because I do these weekly. But anyway, I send you my love, I wish you all the best, and I'll see you guys next time.